going to the air. He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
Oh. Everyone. Oh. Oh.
Check like this. I hope this helps.
Oh.
And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Charles, they're not really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the outcome of his And
that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he could actually.
What the hell? Let me get a cupcake bottle in the chat, man. Cupcake bottle in the chat. Nigga, he had me finished. Fuck. Go ahead, send me my double though. He was popping it. I wasn't gonna come back. He was popping it. It'd be crazy though. Hey, shout out to that boy Ski. He gave out the recipe. He gave out the recipe on your ass, boy. Your ass too sweet.
To begin this drive. That's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles.
Take that check down.
And he has a big game. 40 being dropped. And as they come to the line, we're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trailing in here to begin quarter down.
Nigga thought he had me. Nigga thought he had me beat. It's crazy.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Motherfucking time.
Chiefs touchdown. Rasheed Rice, 39 further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Now, work. He's for him so far. Fourth down, two left. And he's going to
That's it. 75 ball.
going to cut it to the 14. 2 minute mark.
We're getting out of that. You can't. Double. And another. Ain't no motherfucker.
That's what we're in this one, huh? Everything's like.
Hey, you only said 100 though. You missing 50. You missing 50, huh? You can, huh? You heard me. Nah, so just say what you. Alright, so I got 50 over there?
Blue eye today.
What that mean? I'm not Steve. Yeah, I'm trying to play, so I got 50 over there. We don't.
Which one, like 200, 300?
We'll play for 100, but I got 50 over there already. If you ain't sending that 50, I got 50 already. You be trying to finesse.
You scared to make money? Let's say that.
You just got double, bro. You send 50, and I send 100.
Yes, dude.
You want to do
It
it?
don't matter. I'll get to the next nigga, dog. Do you want to play or not, dog? It's very simple.
Bro, we can play, bro. What you trying to do?
You want to play for 100, 200, 300. That's it at the end of the day. I'm done talking about it. 100, 200, 300. If you don't have 100, 200 for I'm done. I'm done rapping.
We'll play for 100.
All right, send 100, my nigga. I'm done rapping. Doing small time, bro. All right, damn, take your win. Like, have a little class with it, bro. And just run it back. Like, niggas ain't got class. No more want to catch a dub. This shit sad, bro. Like, niggas get a dub and start getting weird, bro. Like, I don't understand that shit. Like, shit crazy, dog. Shit Send the money.
I'm about to.
I'm stuck.
All right, so this 21 double.
Morning, like on a bet side.
Hey, is this 21 double?
100, 600.
Fuck you on your shit, nigga. Fuck you got this one.
Man, I'm
Boy, you sweet.
pop with that.
Boy, you sweet.
Pop with that.
Boy, you sweet. All right, say that. Say that.
You won't get better at this game. I'm just making the screen pop.
Nigga, I'm making the stream pop. Ski making the stream pop. I'm making the stream pop. Ski making the stream pop. What's wrong with a nigga?
All that shit over with. All that
Yeah, all right.
pop shit on.
Pop it. Pop it, nigga. Pop it, because you hurting right now. You hurting right now.
Man, nigga,
Pop it.
You taking this game serious? You wildin', bitch. I'm making this on pop. I'm making this on pop.
Yeah, all right.
Damn, you must be fresh out of fucking jail. Bitch, I'm fucking getting jail.
Say that.
Bitch.
Say that. Say that.
Not just you. Everybody's on fucking jail. All you niggas are dead here.
Bro, you lame as fuck.
I know. I bet you don't score. I bet you don't score.
Ooh.
I'm making this shit jump, ho.
Boy, yo, we good, bro. You got a lucky ass pick round back, bro. Shut that shit up, bro. All that sorry ass shit you be screaming.
I know. Get me down here, nigga.
Alright. You be talking.
Make sure that Brandon touch land.
No, you make sure that shit touch land.
What about the Devils? I thought we played 21 days when you left. You don't even play that. Oh, you want to play that? But a nigga really don't want to play that. Well, shut the fuck up, bitch. Weak ass shit, y'all. That shit
Nigga
ain't
wanna keep talking.
That shit ain't happening. That shit ain't happening.
Nigga wanna keep talking.
Fuck you. I do. Why do you want to score shit? Why do you want to fucking score shit?
And I can show you how the other half lives. Yeah, I can take you out of this. Get on your grind and take the dive. Can you riddle me this? If a house is just a loan, why not double your chips? Look up a property in your city, then buy it.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he is out of bounds here on the return. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. After the interception, here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Now Jackson completes it to Aguilar. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. A handoff running left, Henry. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. They'll run it again with Henry. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Inside handoff, Henry trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards there for number 15.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Quick, ready?
6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Complete to Likely. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Henry is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Third and goal, Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Tucker's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Here comes a reverse. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Henry up the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Report! Middle.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10.
Yo. You change it.
Jackson. Flush to his right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there. And that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Jackson to throw. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Jackson now. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This time, Jackson will throw it. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A good pickup. On what should be the final play in this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now they'll go with a reverse. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, and make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite their lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. In motion left, Bateman. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. Down the left sideline.
And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big
play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
No, we changed it.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Gotta hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens will add to their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here's 1st and 10.
13.
Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The pass.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Brandon Stevens, and the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw, escaping the pressure right. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Jackson to throw. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Owe. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Brandon Stevens, and the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL.
Yeah. Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too high up. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite, I'm lost in white. Get down sheets, I got stripes on my cheeks, Hermes fur on my feet. I'm a lead. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. We burning up. Every time we hear me, we turning up. Every time you see me, I look like bugs. Pound my friends in a big black truck. I'm Vanessa, I like salsa, I'm a dancer, dance all. You pay fees for my big show in Ibiza, for my leisure. Listen, I don't do arguments in my relationships, I'm lit. You don't want me standing on this, then say something, I'm rich. It don't make no sense how I make this, I'm lit. I don't do two-face unless the face card on my wrist. Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. She 808. 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 I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back.
Yeah, thinking that it happened overnight, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look, wait. I got people trying to wish and pray that I'ma fall about it. All about it till we spoke in person, don't wanna talk about it now, huh? Oh, you sound tough, toying with them, don't get wound up. How you wound up, another number in the round up. Put the town up, I built this thing up from the ground up. And if I bounce up, I get my crown stuck. Green light go, got the east side flow. I'm a giant in the space like FIFA4. All the kids sing along like EIO. Every time when they see my shows. Thinking that it happened overnight, yeah, didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, cause I'm timid. Look,
Esto es talento y favor and you got no skill. I got drive, baby, ustedes son roadkill. Yeah, ya te dije, no están en mi carta perder. De pequeño estoy ungido, baby, ese es mi flex. No me dieron nada por lo mío, José. 360 is your deal, man, I couldn't be me. Pa' mi frequency, te frequently. Matando esto con sabor y efficiency.
This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And a big hit there on the opening kickoff, and that might set the tone for what could be a physical game.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. That was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on second down. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
If you're watching the stream, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
First.
This is where you can try and get a tight end in space. They like this matchup, so they're going to let their two receivers to his outside.
Let's go here.
Short routes, hoping to suck up the secondary. And that'll free up space for their tight end on a corner route to make a big play.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running left, it's Henry. Powerful running. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Well, now they'll try the end around. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A first down carry for Henry. Down to about the 23.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the gun on third down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt.
Yeah.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. First run now for Kyron Williams. And he'll get this to the 32. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2nd and 7. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Stafford. Short
What?
throw, it's Higbee. Finding space at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 50 yards.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a give up the middle to Williams. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's Stafford.
Oh my God, that's a nice route.
And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Here.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have taken the lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Let's go to work.
Last time, and see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT.
Let's go to work.
In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick.
Let's go to work.
That's the point. That's it.
Let's go to work.
35-yard line. Now Jackson.
Fuck, man. Fuck. 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 Oh, God damn, man.
It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And Giants man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman.
Whoa! Fuck! He tried to come in, bro.
Williams now on the return.
I clicked on. Dude, rough game, dude. I'm having a rough fucking day.
Defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They start the second half here with Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And he's going to have a Rams first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action. action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They run it again with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Middle of what? The Robinson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 42. 15 yards there for number 15. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Adafe Owe there on the tackle. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. The 20. 5. Touchdown, LA! Puka Nacua, 42 yards. And the Rams will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's 21-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to...
Why can't I throw it?
Not necessarily what you look at your plays. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's just here.
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down. A short throw caught by Andrews. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A quick pass out to Aguilar. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Throwing is Jackson.
Ooh.
He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Gun.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first
Gun
down.
bunch, Y flex.
Plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against
It's
you.
called shallow.
Find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their
This
heads
is
up
one
and
like
continue
this.
to play.
Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Here's Jackson to throw.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers.
I'm just working on some new material right now. So, just trying to evolve, work on some new material. Let's go.
Now it's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. The 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't